want to talk about guys that tend to put a lot of energy into their significant other to the point where as though they put so much energy into the other person, and then the end result is the other person benefit off of that, and then next thing you know, they end up leaving you or needing a separation from you. Reason why I'm talking about that is because it's a YouTuber that I follow named Dante London. If anybody seen his rise, it was due to helping people on YouTube. But what was nice about it was he was genuine. Told too much of his business. I'm gonna be real. He told a lot. But guess what? Who cares? At the end of the day, this is how people end up growing. It works for some, and sometimes it don't work. In his case, it worked, but at the same time, it kind of backfired on him. And what's sad is a lot of men go through this. A lot of men that succeed in life tend to think that they can bring the other party up. But the sad part about it is it comes with two people working together. If two people working together, it works out good. But if it's you that's working hard and then all of a sudden you change all your energy over and you try to transfer it over to your other significant other and boost them up, some people might look at that and say, yo, you should do that. No, not necessarily. It comes off of what are they doing that actually push themselves. In order to see them grow, you got to see them put that type of work in. And it's sad because a lot of men are falling short today to society of thinking that they are supposed to be the one to push everybody. But then at the end of the day, you end up losing it all because you think you're supposed to put yourself up here to push yourself and then go backwards and say, well, I'm going to put my stuff to the side because I feel like I made it. And that's a problem. Too many people think they made it, and then the end result, they realize that they wasn't finished yet. It's never finished. You're never done. And you tend to put yourself on the back burner when you should always keep yourself first. Because one thing about life, especially when it comes to men, no one protects us. And when we lose it all, we lose it all. No one comes to our rescue. No one saves us. No one really helps us out. And if they do, it's limited. You know, you don't see many men in shelters being helped unless we really down. And the sad part about it is, as men, I think men have to restructure the way we think. This is not back in the day. All this, I'm a man, I'm going to operate this way. I think man is a man. You born with a certain tool between your legs, you are a man. But when it comes to how we move about today, I think it's about both parties looking out for each other. A man cannot keep living the same facade that we lived back then. That don't work no more. A man putting his all out to think he's going to go broke just because he making sure the woman is actually feeling safe. That's the game. Ain't no such thing as you spending all your money and the woman feels safe. No. Both parties look out for each other. Both parties should not feel broke. If one person feels broke and the other party feels as though, yo, they good, they don't have nothing to worry about, it's a problem. You think that's a good thing. That's not a good thing. Because what's going to happen is that man is going to be burnt out and he's going to feel like a failure. He's going to feel like, damn, I did all this, but yo, the end result, I'm not seeing the benefit because your mental and your state of mind is going to be, you're going to be lost, man. One thing about a man, when a man is broke and he's trying to figure out his next move for his funds, his testosterone, his mental state of mind, all that takes a plummet. And I'm telling you, and as men, we know this. But we're put in a predicament where as though we don't do that, we think it's going to make us feel better, and it doesn't. You see more and more men today committing, too many men today are unliving themselves. All off of feeling like they're a failure. Not even realizing that the people that they're with are just as low as them. If you are trying to strive for something, and you trying to make it happen. What does that say about the person you with that's sitting there waiting for you to make it happen, but they're not doing anything to make anything happen between both of y'all to be able to come together? If two parties can't come together, but only one party, look. Y'all can live off of social media and keep living this facade of thinking that, yo, if a man ain't doing this, he ain't a man. Well, what happens when a man does do all that and a man is losing all their shit, all their stuff, in order to make a person feel happy? No one has an answer for that. But the end result is, well, he did what he's supposed to do. It's just the way it is. It ain't just the way it is. This can't keep happening like it is today. Everything seems to always happen in the way of one party losing. You can't keep living like that. That's not. You cannot keep doing that. It's the wrong way. Wrong way to approach life. You look, man. I know it's a lie because I was watching this couple, and when I say a couple, it wasn't both of them together. The husband was somewhere doing their thing. Whatever they were doing, they were very successful. When I say successful, they were millionaires. There was a lady that started her company up, and I cannot remember her name, but she was a Mexican. And the way she talked about her husband, I'm like, damn, but he wasn't there. Whatever he was doing, they was into something. I don't know what they were into. I don't think they're part of the cartel. But they was talking about how they supported each other, and everybody got their downfalls. But she was like, he was so supportive of what she was doing, but at the same time, he was doing what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing. You know, you only get bits and parts of the story. But the thing is, they was looking out for each other. And now she was like, yo, she started making a little bit less than him, but started taking on other things in the household that make everything feel more leveled out. And she said that's when they really grew, was because he didn't feel the burden of just trying to like kill himself, trying to make the family feel comfortable. Because when she started making money, it kind of balanced things out. And then next thing you know, they end up putting their money into the pot and end up growing the company that she started. And now look. And it's crazy because normally when you see people work together, the product, it just comes out way better. And it grows better because it's genuine. It's not genuine when one person is doing something and then one person able to prosper off of the back of someone struggling. That's not cool. That's why they say when you come together with two people, it's supposed to come together to be able to work together. Too many cultures, not too many, certain cultures base their lives off of other people's culture, not understanding that their culture is not the same as their culture. Black people cannot put their culture on the lines of Pakistanians, Indians, Mexicans, Spanish. People grow up differently and their backgrounds are different, which means you cannot operate from that same philosophy. That's why certain cultures prosper and certain lose, because how can a certain culture that don't have money like that think they can live the same way as another culture, but then you down the men that you supposed to be part of and say they not up here? Hey, come on. Where we start this at? We living in a ruthless economy right now, whereas though everybody is bashing everybody, and certain cultures are just falling behind, and it's going to stay that way because nobody is going to be there to say, "Hey, you messing up. It's not how it's supposed to be." No one's going to say nothing. That's why certain areas of life you're going to see certain cultures fall behind, and they just lose out. Why? Because they're going to let that culture just battle it out and think that they're getting ahead and keep talking about, I want the Birkin, I want this. He ain't making six figures. Sadly to tell you, certain cultures ain't battling over six figures. They're not even battling because they're already rich and they live in a certain lifestyle where so they letting other people sit up there and have that chaos. It's sad that we're seeing people just lose. Men and women, Especially if certain cultures should not be battling each other. Because you can't get ahead. It's nothing you're not gaining anything. You're just losing respect for each other. That's all. If you can look up and find any culture that operate like my people operate, how we talk about each other, this man ain't ish, this woman sorry, she wearing the crazy wigs, ain't wearing her real hair, and then she saying he a bum, he broke, he ain't got money to have the upkeep of me. If he don't make this much money, I can't deal with him. I seen 12, I don't know if it was 12 or 11 Mexican guys. And out of the 12, it was one girl up on the roof carrying all the nails, because she was putting the nails inside the thing, where as though, I don't know if you know, like when you're doing renovations, like I have this nail gun that shoots a bunch of nails, and they load up, and she was carrying them in a bucket. She's on the roof with them, and this is like 8 something in the morning. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Crazy how certain cultures have a different outlook of how they move. And then you have another culture that don't have the same background, seem to hate each other when it comes to man and woman coming together, and we can't come together. It's all about trying to get ahead. And it's sad because when I look at the Dante situation, you can look him up. His name is Dante London. And it's sad because I don't know the backgrounds of the story, but you can always tell when success comes, a breakup is coming right behind it. Why? Because one person is prospering crazy off of the glow. And we see that a lot. And I'll be lying. As a man, men notice. But the sad part about it is men always fall victim to always thinking they got to do something to be the savior. Can't do that. I'm going to just say, man, men, keep striving for success, but also pay more attention to your success and look at your rearview mirror to see who's right there trying to jump on your back and see your success, because those people that's not helping you get to where you're trying to get are the ones that's watching you strive and try to get to the top or the top of that mountain. And once you reach it to the top of that mountain, they're going to say, I'm glad you made it. I need you to come back down that mountain a little bit. I'm going to bring you back down to reality. And that reality is breaking you down. Because happiness don't come with success when just one party has success. It normally comes when both parties can feel the benefits. Peace. Be safe, man.